Versace's head worrying back and forth when he got a good grip on me. I yelped and punted the little jerk to get him off me. He hit the wall with a thud and a whine. Quinn flew out of her room to scoop up her teeth-gnashing baby, checking him for lingering injury. She assessed him for damage, bending all of his limbs to ensure I hadn't snapped them in half like an ogress.
Oh my God, stay the hell away from my dog. Ugh, you are such a bitch.
I stared at her in horror, rivulets of blood streaking down my bare foot to stain the rug below. I was so mad I thought I'd rip her hair out, but hearing the kerfuffle, both of our moms crested the stairs to intervene, Karen stepping between us. She herded Quinn back into her bedroom while my mom took me to the bathroom to bandage my foot. Mom shut the door to tune out the screeching harpy next door. "Are you okay?" She sat on the edge of the tub, pulling my foot into her lap. It wasn't so awful. A few puncture wounds, a scratch. Thankfully, Versace wasn't a German shepherd, though my ankle throbbed something fierce. Chihuahua teeth are no joke.
Would you be? Her dog bites me and I'm the asshole?
Language, Mom chastised. Right, language, because that was the most important part. But being snide wasn't going to help my cause, and so I sat on the toilet, looking at the countertop. Quinn had commandeered it from day one, multiple baskets holding her lotions and potions and skincare. There were trays for her makeup, bins for her feminine products and EpiPens, and a cup holding combs and hairbrushes. The upstairs bathroom used to be mine, but her stuff was a flag staked into the ground, claiming that 6x11 space for the nation of Quinn. "Can I secede, please?" Mom dabbed at my cuts with hydrogen peroxide. "She'll calm down. Karen says Quinn struggled with the separation." Mom glanced up from her doctoring, strain lines framing her eyes and mouth. "I know she's being difficult, but we can give her a chance to settle in before we call it a wash, right?" "She just told her father on the phone you were checking her out," I said. "I'm not sure she deserves a chance." That stopped her cold, and she peered up at me from behind her dark brows. Her mouth did a pucker thing, her shoulders tensed, and she sighed. "I'll talk to Karen, but the point remains, she's having a hard time. Let's be the bigger people." "Whatever." "If the dog bites me again, I want it gone," I added as an afterthought. "I don't need to be mauled in my own home." Mom nodded and reached for the Band-Aids. "That's fair. Maybe we'll get him a muzzle." "Can we get one for Quinn, too?" "Nah, I'm not that lucky." The damage went deeper than the bite marks. Quinn was such a problem child, I secretly hoped Mom and Karen would break up. I knew it wouldn't happen. They were far too happy, but my peaceful home was in tatters as a result of their relationship. As a result of Quinn. Mom kept assuring me that Quinn was adapting and to be patient, but I knew what evil lurked behind that bedroom door. A bona fide bitch. And bitches kept right on bitching because that was their basic bitch function. Quinn threw the curveball our first day of school. I went downstairs in my jeans, sweatshirt, and wet hair, expecting attitude, but she was smiling at the breakfast table. Rare. And conversational. Rarer. For the briefest moment, I wondered if maybe Mom was right. Maybe Quinn had purged the douchebag demon festering inside. Or maybe her fairy godmother had granted her a modicum of decency sometime during the night. "You have good hair, Emma. Like, a nice color, and it's long. You should wear it down," she said. I blinked at her over my wobbly pile of scrambled eggs, expecting a second head to sprout from her neck. She smiled. I glanced over at my mother, who was hovering by the sink. Mom and I shared a look. She nodded, encouraging me to say something equally accommodating. It took me a minute to get over my opossum-in-headlight shock, but after a couple of bites I managed, "Thanks, I've been growing it out. You can use my flat iron to straighten it before school if you want, tomorrow or whatever." "Oh, cool." I had no idea how to use a flat iron, but I wasn't going to tell her that. I apparently didn't need to either. I'll show you later.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.